This is a 1998 E-Z-GO golf cart. This sexy Superman blue beauty is perfect if you're a golf-loving circus performer. The paint was expertly applied by information services leaders in the bowels of parking deck level A. They were denied access to level C. The filthy tan interior is a bit worn but still has bounce left in it. It has a 1-speed transmission and no real suspension to speak of. The 0 to 60 time is about how long it takes you to read a phone-free Friday message. E-Z-GO has been one of the predominant brands for golf carts, cherished by golf-loving doctors, lawyers, and Wall Street bankers alike. In this episode, my guest is Chief Operating Officer Chanda Chacón. I doubt she is a golfer, but there could be a good chance she may have dressed as one at some point. I think she will appreciate the subtleness of this blue boxy beast. I'm Jon Goldberg, Chief Information Officer, and this is Chiefs and Carts Getting Coffee.
Hello?
Hey, Chanda.
Hey, John.
How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
You know, I'm just driving around, and I thought, it's Friday. You probably have nothing going on. Maybe you would want to go for a ride and get some coffee.
You know, John, I will always make time for you. I'm in. Where should I meet you?
Why don't you meet me in the back near the executive entrance?
Awesome. I'll see you there.
You made it.
Hey, John.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. I know you're busy, but I thought it would be great for us to spend a little time together and let people get to know you a little bit.
Well, I'm really glad you got to pick me up in the best entrance of the whole hospital.
And wait till you see the ride. I mean, look at this beautiful cart.
Wow, John. I don't really know what to say about that. Can you help me understand why I should be in a go-kart? A golf cart, right?
I think it's the color. I think this is your color, and I felt it just seemed, even though you're not wearing blue today, it just seemed like it fit you well. So.
Well, I was kind of hoping that it's because you thought I was a superhero.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it does with the Superman logo. I think it does, and also I didn't want to wreck your hair, so this doesn't go that fast.
Strong. That's good.
So
yeah.
I'm thinking of everything.
Thanks, John.
Let's get in.
Are you driving?
Let's get in and go.
John, do we need any safety equipment while we're in here?
No, I'm a professional.
Please don't kill me.
Never.
John, thanks for picking me up.
No problem. And the greatest thing is this also, like a Tesla, is an electric car. And you know what else Teslas can do? They can drive themselves.
Uh-oh. Look, Marcy, no hands.
See? Look, it drives itself.
Okay, I don't want to die, John. Maybe we should take a selfie. Okay, John. We're multitasking. I like it. Do you have to have a special license to drive the golf cart, John?
No, I don't think so. I took a few lessons. I failed miserably at the golf part, but the cart is great.
The cart part you got?
Oh, I can do a whole 18 holes in a cart, just as long as you don't make me play golf.
Nice.
I heard that there's some master facility planning going on or starting up soon.
There is. We're trying to figure out and look 15, 20 years from now, and what does our campus need to look like? What are the services we need to provide? How do patients need to access us? We have a lot of surface parking, to make changes with that. So we're really trying to do some big thinking around what the future might hold so that in the short term, like next year and the year after, we make really smart decisions about what we do with buildings and space, so we're planning for the future. So I think it's going to be great work where we can really get our team involved and thinking in a different way, thinking in a big way about how we provide services to our families and also how we help our employees have a really amazing place to work. It's almost like we're off-roading a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't have the greatest suspension. Want to get some coffee?
That sounds awesome. I could use a caffeine jolt.
It's getting late in the day, and I'm getting older.
Well, now that is the truth.
Tell me about it. Would you like juice box, chocolate milk?
John, I need some coffee. I mean,
okay.
come on.
No chocolate milk. All right, well, then I will take a medium coffee and...
I'll have a small coffee.
And a small coffee, please.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. Smells good.
So, John, do you know what they say?
No, I don't know what they say.
Are you
but
sure?
you're going to tell me what they say.
I'm going to tell you what they say. So they say that all the little moments, the really amazing small moments that we have when we work here, or we have, you know, just in our life, add up to the really big, amazing things. So I thought, since it's Friday, it's Friday, almost 4, that I would try to start your weekend off with a really great small moment, so you'd have a lot to make it amazing. So I went to the gift shop. I was trying to get you some gummy bears.
I love our gift shop.
But instead, I found that even better than the gummy bears.
I love the gummy bears.
These are Sour Santas, which I thought would...
Never had a Sour Santa.
I didn't either when I might have eaten a few, because I thought I'd start my weekend off with
Was this bag full?
It might have been full, but they're really good. So I thought I'd share some Sour Santas
I'm
with
gonna
you.
try them. They're sour. I don't know what Santa tastes like, but they're good. Thank you. So what do you do for fun?
I really like renovating old furniture and like finishing old furniture and doing like home renovation projects. My husband doesn't always like that I do that, but I normally like tearing something up in the house.
Well, yeah, that's so you're kind of the this old house fanatic.
A little bit. I have quite a few power tools too. I had more power tools than my husband did when we got married.
So what are the big plans for the hospital in the next few months? What should people know about?
Yeah, so I think the most exciting thing that we're planning for right now is the renovation of the cafeteria, the Capitol Cafe. Needs a facelift, so we're in partnership with Compass One. We're gonna really just gut the whole thing and start over again, which I think is gonna be awesome, not just for our patients and families that show up there every day, but really for our employees too, because I mean, y'all know, coming in at lunch, it's difficult to get into the cafeteria, and it's hard when you have a stroller or when you're in a wheelchair to really navigate that. So we're super excited about making that happen. That's gonna probably start in March.
I think that's gonna be a big win for you.
It'll be great, and if you've seen out front, and we might have seen it driving around when we were coming for coffee, there's some work going on outside of where the old emergency department used to be, on that ramp, right outside River Bend.
Yeah, I saw it. The fence all fenced in.
Yeah, and it's, we've had this really amazing contribution and donation from the auxiliary to help us make more green space on our campus. I mean, we're kind of like a concrete jungle outside. So we're gonna renovate that ramp out there and make some outside seating with a lot of greenery so that we have a place for our whole team and all of our patients and families to relax and hang out. And that's gonna be great because we'll have that open right before we renovate the cafeteria. So we'll have some more outside space. We spend a lot of time at work. I have a lot of time here, and it should be amazing, not just for, our patients and families, but also for our team to have a place they feel really comfortable and think is awesome.
And I guess that leads to patient engagement, right? We talk a lot about patient engagement, patient experience. I know in the technology world, we're looking at how we can use Epic and other technologies to really engage what we're considering the consumer now. Everybody wants to use technology to make their lives easier, make things more efficient. And I assume that just with in the healthcare world, outside of technology, physical space, what else I know we have a team working on patient experience.
Yeah, we do. We have some of our leaders have done a really amazing job in engaging our team and helping make sure that the interactions we have, even the small little ones, like, me giving you these cool Sour Santas, all those little interactions we have every day make a really big impact. And so the facilities and support services team have been working on an AIDIT training. And I was actually with one of our security guards, Zach, in this crazy video to show really good interaction and a really bad interaction and how you really introduce yourself to a family or to one of our patients and tell them how long you're going to be talking to them and what's going to happen and thank them for your interaction. So that's had really big impact, and we've seen that in just what our families are saying in our survey results about us being friendlier. And that's really what our families want. They want us to communicate and have them be a part of our care team. And those are things that we do every day with each other, and that's really what they want from us. So for me, John, what patient engagement is really more than just us looking at a number behind a survey. What it's really about is that our families are giving us really great information about what it's like to be a patient here and what it's like to interact with us. And we need to use that information to make sure we're having the best interactions and that each one of our employees is really owning that moment that they interact with their families. So in line with all that training with AIDIT, we also have a really engaged group of team members in the emergency department, and then these champions that we're creating across the organization to help us really send that message to our families and to our teammates that this is really about how we interact with each other, that it's not about chasing a score, doing it for somebody else. It's about doing what we'd want to have if we were here in the hospital ourselves. We just have completed our employee engagement survey, and we're going to get those results really soon. And that for me is going to be really exciting about how we can make this really the best place to work in Arkansas.
I did say that I enjoy working with you, just full disclosure, when I filled out the survey.
That's awesome.
There's a couple of people that I may have said otherwise, but I've had some conversations with them already, so it won't come as a surprise.
Hey, so I did hear, John, did your daughter finally get an apartment in New York?
My daughter did get an apartment in New York, yes, and she is terrorizing New York as we speak. So I think if you can spend as little time in New York as possible in the coming months, as she makes her way around the city, wreaking havoc, I would suggest doing that. Once things settle down, dust settles, you'll be okay. Which comes with the holidays are coming up, right? We're just Christmas, New Year's, and is just around the corner. Any big plans for the holidays at this point?
Yeah, so big plans here. We'll have a lot of people here doing awesome things and singing and donating really cool things for our families. And it kind of takes me to my family too. So my parents are going to come in town. We're going to see my 2 nephews, and my mom and dad are planning a Grinch Christmas party. I love a costume, so I get to dress up as the Grinch. Yeah,
you've continued to bring a lot of costumes and to the workplace, and I've seen obviously that the number of people wearing costumes has expanded exponentially in the last couple of years. So we're always looking forward to seeing what's next in Chanda's world.
Well, hey, if you can't wear a costume at a children's hospital, then what other workplace can you wear a costume at?
That's true. That is true. So I know you have a call that you have to make. I don't want to keep you too long. Any final thoughts that you really want to make sure that people hear?
Yeah, well, John, what I really appreciate is that you took the time to schedule coffee. It's all those little interactions and the time we spend with each other that make a difference. So I appreciate you doing that. It was great talking with you.
And thank you for your Santas. I
meant nothing by them being sour Santas.
That's all right. They taste delicious. So I will cherish them for at least as long as they last.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. Cheers.
I'm legit.
He's legit.
I'm legit.
He's legit.
Back this one.
You guys exploded.
You doing all right?
Good to see you, Zach.
Good to see you too.
It's not easy being a movie star.
It's a lot of hard work hanging out in this golf cart.
This is rough.